Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We have our third place game in the Ozark Coca-Cola Dr Pepper Cup, U15 division, CJFC and CarShield FC. Both teams had two games yesterday and pretty evenly matched matchup today. It looks like they lost. Both teams lost both their games yesterday in similar fashions. CarShield FC did get a goal across in each of the matchups. CJ has yet to score here in the tournament. CJ going right to left will get the opening kickoff. We have 35-minute halves here. We'll do a count up clock for this scoreboard. Looks like we just have two officials at the present. Oh, the third one's getting ready, so we may just be a few seconds away from kickoff. We have Holden Dumas on the ball. He's playing striker for the Bulldogs today. Lucas Teeter and Brandon Schumacher playing the attacking mids. Wyatt Gilmore on the left wing and Jaden Walker on the right wing. Number 30, Riley Overstreet playing the defensive mid position for the Bulldogs. And across the back line, we have Gabe Weston, Cooper Page, Boston Whitley, and Isaac Brown. All right, we're underway. Bulldogs quickly get the ball into the defense or in the attacking third. Walker all the way into the corner, trying to get the edge, sends the cross in, deflected away by CarShield. And sorry, we got too zoomed in on that one. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Schumacher comes down to take the throw. Actually, they're going to leave it for Brown. Brown, the right back, is coming all the way down on the overlap to play the throw in. Into Walker, challenge for the ball at the top of the box. CarShield's able to win it, clears it to the middle. Into a transition opportunity. Page is there, clears it back onto the attacking side. Gilmore deflects into the middle. CarShield's on the ball. Dumas challenges. Teeter comes on the double. CarShield able to get it down the near sideline. Can't keep it in, and it will be a throw in for the Bulldogs. Can't quite get to the corner. We're up here in the booth, and the corner is cut off on this field. But Western puts the throw into Gilmore. Fight for the ball. Dumas is able to get it forward, deflected back by CarShield into the middle for Schumacher. Schumacher plays it wide to Walker on the right side. Walker being defended one-on-one. Heavy wind holding up the ball. Fight for the ball, and Walker gets called for the foul. CarShield will get the free kick from just outside the box. Keeper comes up to take the kick. Good first touch by CarShield into the middle. Schumacher challenges. Walker comes in and steals and draws the foul. Free kick for the Bulldogs. Whitley comes up for the free kick. Cougars committing 5 forward. I'm sorry, the Bulldogs committing 5 forward. Overstreet the defensive mid, about 35 yards out. Whitley side spinning ball into the top. Teeter on it. Back to Overstreet. Overstreet pops it in the air. Wind really affecting the ball. Walker works back. Cleared away by CarShield, out of bounds, throwing for the Bulldogs. Brown throws it into Walker, and Walker tried to play that, got off his elbow, so handball called. CarShield sends it in, deflected by Schumacher, goes out of bounds. Will stay CarShield ball. Throw in all the way into the top. Sneaks through. Browns clears it to the middle. Fight for possession. Brown steps in. CarShield in possession. Good move on the ball. Walker tries to clear, is able to deflect it off CarShield, throw in for the Bulldogs. Oh, well, I guess it's a throw in for CarShield. Corner kick here on the near side. We can't get to that view up here, but ball sent in high in the air. Wind holds it up and headed in for the goal. One zero. Take a look at that ball sent in on replay. Let's see if we got it here. Oh, we're back to live action. We'll catch that replay later. Into the attack. Dumas to the top. Pushes it wide to Walker. Walker trying to get to the edge, turns it in, and the keeper's there for the save. Ball sent back to the middle, goes through the first line. Wind really affecting the ball. Fight for possession. Walker's able to win it. Back to Schumacher into the middle for Teeter. Stolen back by CarShield. Teeter pokes it forward, cleared away by CarShield FC. Ball goes through, still blowing. Cleared by Whitley into an attack for the Bulldogs. Gilmore pressuring the ball. CarShield gets it off the pressure, but out of bounds. Will be a throw in for the Bulldogs. Teeter sends it across to Walker. Walker tries to turn, stolen away by CarShield and sent across the field. Across the halfway line, Brown comes up to pressure, gets pushed off and draws the foul. Free kick for the Bulldogs. Willie into the middle. Walker gets a touch. Overstreet wins possession. Carries back to the middle, ball on the ground. cleared away in the center circle all the way into Pujols in the goal. Weston gets a touch on the ball and goes out of bounds. Will be CarShield's ball. Overstreet with his left clears it down the line. CarShield back to possession. Overstreet clears it up to Dumas. And Wynn pulls it right out of bounds. Throw in for CarShield. Ball back to the middle. Walker steals. Walker ahead of the line. Pushes to the corner. Tries to keep it in on the edge, but goes out of bounds. And will be a goal kick for CarShield. So take a look at that replay. Back to live action. Ball in the middle. Teeter trips him up. Free kick for CarShield. Ref gives him a warning. Driving ball from the circle. Anthony gets a touch on it. And it'll be a corner kick for CarShield. Schumacher's able to clear off the corner. Sent back in. And that'll be a goal kick. Poroj in the goal today for the Bulldogs. Teeter's able to get the ball forward to Gilmore. Gilmore toward the middle. Defensive back's able to clear it. Overstreet's there. Wins it down. Western gets it up to Dumas on the run. Back into the middle. So Teeter stumbles and CarShield steals. Played to the near side. Goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Gilmore subs off as Lucas Denton subs in the game for the Bulldogs. He's playing left wing. Western throws it into Denton. Out of bounds. Will stay Bulldogs throw. Western up ahead to Dumas. CarShield clears away again. And will stay Bulldogs ball. Western into Overstreet. CarShield wins it down the line. Triple team on the ball. Played it back across the middle. Back into the corner, sent across. And out of bounds. Goal kick for the Bulldogs. Whitley taking the goal kick. Side spinning ball into the middle. Overstreet clears it into the air. CarShield sends over to the near side. Western in position. And Western wins it, plays it down the line on the near side. Wynn's going to take that right out of bounds. Throw in for CarShield. Back into play. Teeter steals, tries to give it right back to Denton. Dumas gets the loose ball. Carries back. Loose ball in the middle. Teeter gets it, gives it up to Schumacher. Schumacher in the middle. Cuts it back, looking for an option. Gives it to Overstreet. Overstreet on the ground to Dumas. Dumas can't get to it. Denton comes in and gets a touch. Back into the middle. Dumas gets held. And yellow card for Dumas after the hold. Should have been a foul first. That's what Dumas reacted to. CarShield spinning ball gets settled by Overstreet. Makes the move in the middle, gets it forward to Teeter. Teeter quickly, one touch to Walker, stolen by CarShield. Schumacher deflects. That's going to go all the way out of bounds on the far side, throwing for CarShield, and subs at the line to check in. Boren subbing in for Overstreet, and a couple subs for CarShield. Ball in the middle of the field. CarShield's able to win it. Still on the ball. Denton steps in and is able to deflect. Into possession. Denton plays it through to Dumas. Dumas, good touch. CarShield's able to come in and steal. Played down the near side. Western plays it back in. Across the middle. Schumacher chases back. Tackle for the ball. CarShield wins the battle. Out of bounds will be CJ's ball. Actually, it was a foul called, so free kick for CJ. Whitley comes over to take the kick. Ball high into the air. Schumacher gets the first touch, tries to play it through, gets it to Denton. Denton finds the gap in between, and CarShield's able to get back and clear it away. Throw in again for the Bulldogs. Western comes up to take the throw. Up ahead to Denton, fighting for position. Dumas gets over to it, plays it back into the middle, and CarShield clears away. Bulldog throw. 15 minutes in, actually 16 minutes into the game. CarShield with a 1-0 lead off the corner kick. Western all the way down to take the throw. Walker over. Sent out of bounds. Will stay a throw in. Played into the box. Dumas is there fighting for position. Back to Walker. Schumacher comes in to challenge, cleared away by CarShield. Brown steps up, can't get a touch on it. Whitley's there, sends it high into the air. Wind really playing that spin. Schumacher's able to get over to it. Takes it to the sideline. Schumacher fighting for the corner, can't get to it, and out of bounds, CarShield throw. Bouncing ball into the middle. Whitley's there. CarShield into the attack. Page clears it into the air. Denton's there for the ball. Plays it with his left down the line for Dumas to run under. Wind really holds up the ball as CarShield steals it. Played up ahead. Western one touch, back into the middle. Teeter defends, is able to deflect. Denton on the ball. Denton plays it through the middle of the field. Walker will chase. Keeper comes up and is able to get there first. Good punt all the way across the halfway line. Whitley's there to receive it into space for Teeter. Teeter sends it high into the air. Demas challenges for the ball, wins the header, but out of bounds. And throw in for CarShield. Holden Demas challenged for the ball there and banged heads with the defender. Looks like Holden took the brunt of it. Gilmore subbing in for Dumas. Bulldogs in a press on the ball. Boren gets a touch and clears it away. Throw in for CarShield, goes all the way out into the stands. Ball played back in the middle. Walker gets a touch. CarShield sends it high into the air. Schumacher fighting for position. Walker's able to get to it. Walker across the middle. Sends it through, deflected by CarShield all the way to the keeper. He drives the ball all the way across the halfway line. Teeter's there to settle. Schumacher deflects. And out of bounds. CarShield throw. Subs coming in the game. Oh, I guess they didn't ask for the subs. There's 4 at the line. Brown deflects off of CarShield, and now they're going to give the subs on the Bulldogs throw in. Brown there for the throw. Brown into Gilmore on the line. Can't keep it in. Throw in for CarShield. Same thing happened to CarShield. Back to the Bulldogs throw. Schumacher plays it forward. Wynn holding that ball up. Denton tracks over to it, cuts it back. Plays it across the top of the box to Gilmore. Walker chases. In the box, cleared to the sideline, and goes out of bounds for a throw for the Bulldogs. Good opportunity there for the Bulldogs as Denton sent that ball in. CarShield does a good job clearing. Will stay Bulldogs ball. Headed up in the air by Walker. Fight for possession. Western gets a touch, plays it back into Walker's chest. And out of bounds. Again, Bulldog throw. Western into Walker. Played high in the air. Western heads it back into the air. Denton fighting for position. Goes out of bounds and throw in to CarShield. Well played in the middle. Walker gets a touch. Back into the middle. CarShield clears. Teeter steps up, can't get the possession. CarShield into attack. Bourne's there, gets the touch. Stolen back by CarShield. Played up ahead. Gets through the first line. Brown's there, clears with his left. And goes out of bounds, throw in for CarShield. Ball in play. Western deflects it off CarShield's foot, throwing for the Bulldogs. Thrown by Western up ahead to Denton. Denton fighting for position. CarShield into possession across the middle. Schumacher's there. He has room to carry. Plays it through to Walker. Walker tries to turn. Wins possession. He sends it forward to Gilmore. Gets through the first line. Gilmore at the top of the box. Too heavy on the touch. And gets cleared away. Oh, they're giving him the PK. He got fouled from behind. And the Bulldogs have a chance to tie it up. Take a look back at this play. Good ball sent in by Walker. Gets through that first header attempt as Gilmore gets position and gets tripped up on the back. Denton on the spot for the Bulldogs to take the PK. Yellow card issued for dissent, I believe. They have to be above the ball. They have to be above the ball, guys. All right, Denton will take the penalty kick to tie it up. You can't hardly make out the goalies in all black there, blended in with the fence line. But Denton takes the approach, and he scores it. Tie game. Good job by the Bulldogs. This is definitely the harder side to play on, into the wind. Nice ball by Walker and a generous call by the ref to give Gilmore the foul on the trip from behind. Take a look at this PK again by Denton to tie it up. Puts it right down the middle. And we're back to live action. CarShield sends it up ahead. Western working for position on the near side. Loose ball. Teeter gets it, plays it down the line. Denton chases and deflects it off CarShield. Not sure who was out on first. And it looks like it was out before Denton played that ball, so throw in for CarShield. Game tied at 1, about 9 minutes left here in the first half. 35-minute halves in this U15 tournament. Bourne gets the header into the air. Western plays it forward. Fight for the ball. Schumacher steps in. CarShield's able to clear. Brown steps up, plays it to the far side. Wind holding that ball up, and it does get out of bounds. Throw in for CarShield. Throw in down the line. Brown's first to touch. Can't control it. Bourne steps in. Fight for possession. Played down the far sideline. CarShield drops it back. Schumacher wins position and steals. Tries to play it down the line, deflected away. Bourne on the follow, plays it into the middle for Walker. Walker gets to the ball, gets tripped up. And no call as CarShield keeps it in play on the far side. Schumacher and Gilmore challenge for the ball. CarShield comes away with it, plays it in the middle with some space in front. Deflected by Whitley. And shot goes wide of the target. Yellow card. Yellow card issued. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's look back at that attempt first. This ball gets played in. Whitley tries to clear, goes right to Western. Western didn't have his feet ready. And CarShield wanted a foul on that. Looks like maybe that's what the complaint was. All right, goal kick for the Bulldogs. Whitley plays it over to the near side. Denton trying to keep it in. Wind too strong, blows it out of bounds. And throw in for CarShield. Loose ball, Schumacher's there, clears it up ahead. Wind blowing it all the way to the sideline and drifts out of bounds. CarShield, good settle on the throw in, being defended by Western. Out of bounds. Throw in for CarShield. Played up ahead. Page and Western both there. And Page plays it out of bounds. Throw in for CarShield. Break at the line to check in on the next substitution available. On the throw in, Bourne plays it off his chest. Can't keep it in. Another throw in for CarShield. Throw in across the box. Gilmore comes in, plays it with his left to Denton. Denton mistouches and CarShield steals. Bourne's able to get a touch to clear, but right back in. Brown with his left, and that will result in a corner kick. This wind is really affecting the boys' ability to get a clean touch. All right, corner kick here on the near side. Sent in. Schumacher there at the top trying to get it cleared. Back into possession for CarShield, deflected away. Going into the sideline and out of bounds. And it's a corner kick again for CarShield. This is where they scored their last goal, or their only goal, on a floating ball to the back post that they were able to connect on for a header goal. Brown is on the back post this time. Perot's the goalie in the center. And ball sent in, goes over the top, out of bounds. Goal kick for the Bulldogs. Break at the line, checking in for CJFC as Gilmore subs off. Break is playing right wing. Dumas being evaluated by the trainer on the backside of the bench. Hasn't made his return since the header collision. Brown on the far sideline trying to keep it in. Gets it back to Schumacher. Schumacher with room in front, plays it through to Walker. Walker chases for the ball. And CarShield, good job by the defensive back to play it wide, deflected off of Walker, throw in for CarShield. About 4 minutes left here in the half, besides whatever stoppage time we have. Coach Aaron asking for clarification from the ref on something. Ball sent into the air on the throw-in. Teeter's there. Plays it wide. CarShield steals. Ball sent in over the top. Looks like it's going to get to the box. Baroj comes up and is able to secure it. Kicks it into the middle of the field. First touch for CarShield. Bourne steps in and deflects. Fight for position. CarShield's able to turn. Shot, Bourne, good defense. And back to the near side into possession. Into the corner, Bourne steals, plays it down the line. Sent back in, and Schumacher deflects out of bounds. Oh, I'm sorry. It stayed inbounds. CarShield's still on the ball. Boren defending. They're able to get through, send it across the box. Dangerous play, headed up. And Whitley's able to get it out of bounds. Take a look at this ball sent in. Goes through the first line. Breaks the one that got the header on it and went out of bounds for a corner. Ball sent in short. Dangerous in the box. Breaks able to clear. Schumacher on the run. Tackle by CarShield to clear it away. Back into the top of the box, deflected off of CarShield out of bounds, and goal kick for the Bulldogs. Walker and Brown get a break as Streeter comes in on the backside, and let's see, the sub at top. Back into the action. Whitley gets a touch back to the middle. Boren's there. CarShield playing the ball on the ground. Boren deflects. Whitley comes in and clears. Schumacher wins position. Streeter plays it forward. Schumacher tries to play it through, but deflected. CarShield sets up the shot, goes off the target, and another goal kick for the Bulldogs. Whitley sets up for the goal kick, and that's the whistle for the half. Let's put 10 minutes on the clock, and we'll take a halftime break and be back to start the second half. All right, we're back ready to start the second half. Game tied at 1. Bulldogs in a good spot now after playing into the win the first half. Western clears it high into the air into an attack. Walker plays it to Denton, stolen away by CarShield. Walker back to the ball, gets tripped up and draws the foul. Bulldogs committing 4 up to the attack. Actually, Denton's going to come up now also. Whitley playing the ball from about 35, 45 out. Whitley into the top of the box, goes through, and all the way out the end line, deflected off CarShield, so corner kick for the Bulldogs. Whitley sends it in, doesn't get a good touch on it, out of bounds. Sorry, that was Walker that sent it in. Keeper taking the goal kick for CarShield. Played out to the far side. Ball hung up in the air, settled down by his chest. Walker comes in and steals. Over to Denton. Denton looking to get the edge. Takes it to the corner. Slide tackle comes in. And into possession for CarShield. Fight for the ball. Cleared back into the middle. Schumacher trying to corral it. Cleared away. Ball rolling all the way over to the near side. And they can't keep it in, throwing for the Bulldogs. Brown over to take the throw. Down the line to Gilmore. CarShield's able to keep it in. Schumacher challenges for the ball. CarShield down the line. Deflected by Brown, back into the middle. Overstreet steps in and gets the steal, but gets called for the foul on the challenge. Free kick for CarShield. Driving ball sent in all the way to the top of the box. Peroge is there for the Bulldogs to pick it up. Plays it through the first line. Gilmore gets a touch. Wind blows it into his advantage, and CarShield has to clear. Throwing for the Bulldogs. Schumacher comes over to take the throw. Brown there to take the throw. Cleared away into the attacking half for the Bulldogs. Walker, Gilmore, and Schumacher along the line for the throw-in. Brown down the line, cleared away again by CarShield, and thrown again for the Bulldogs. Into the diagonal, into the box. CarShield plays it wide and gets it cleared down the near side. Gilmore hustles back to pressure the ball. Teeter comes in and fouls him, but advantage is called. CarShield plays it back to the middle. CarShield switches the field into the attack. Western plays it to the corner, fight for possession. CarShield's able to track it, gets it back to the drop. Played into the box. Overstreet plays it high into the air. Western comes over, can't get a touch. CarShield looking to get the edge and cleared away. Corner kick for CarShield. Ball played on the ground. Denton's there to steal, but stolen back by CarShield at the top of the box. He makes a move, sends it in with his left to the backside. Missed touch as it goes through. CarShield still in possession, sent into the box. Overstreet's there to clear. Hits Schumacher into the air. A loose ball at the top. CarShield deflects it over as Whitley steps in. And foul called. Penalty kick now for CarShield. Take a look at that on replay. Bulldogs just couldn't get it cleared. Just a muck for the ball. CarShield a chance to take the lead here. Peroj gets the save. And a huge save for the Bulldogs. Peroj, good punt all the way across midfield. Into an attack. Teeter's there. Teeter deflects as Walker comes in. And foul called on the Bulldogs. See if we can see what that call was. Boy, there's definitely a battle for the ball. I'm not sure what he saw as the foul. Looked like Teeter was being held as he was working back to the ball. Walker's down, injured. Take a look back at this penalty kick save for the Bulldogs. Rose just read it, took a step to the left, and the kicker played it right at his Peroge's feet, and he's able to make the save. Walker will sub off after the coaches get called on for an injury. He's actually just going to wait to come back in until the next stoppage. Teeter gets a touch. Gilmore up into the attack. Tries to play it across. Can't get a clean touch on it. And cleared out of bounds. Walker back on the field. Ball sent down the line, out of bounds. Throwing for the Bulldogs. 26 minutes left to play here in the second half. Game tied at 1. Brown throws it in. Gilmore settles with his chest, plays it back to Overstreet, deflected away by CarShield. Fight in the middle of the field. Overstreet wins it. Looking at an option. Knocked off the ball. Overstreet cuts it with his left, and foul called on the play as Overstreet got pushed off the ball. Free kick for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs pushing forward as Whitley will take the free kick. Played into Teeter. Teeter tries to settle. CarShield's there to steal. Played into the center circle. Brown deflects into an attack for CarShield. Page is there to clear. Back heel into a through ball. Page clears it off to the sideline and out of bounds, throwing for CarShield on the near side. Teeter gets a yellow card after the play for a challenge. You can use your voice. And the throw-in goes out of bounds for a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Whitley plays the ball into the middle. Schumacher deflects it ahead. CarShield back into possession in the middle. Overstreet steps in. Challenge for the ball. CarShield on the run. To the top of the box, played in. Goes through all the way to the backside, and the wind's going to blow that all the way out of bounds. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Throw into Brown. Overstreet's there. Across the middle. Sent in wide of the frame. And that will be another goal kick for the Bulldogs. Extra ball got sent back onto the field, so Whitley's going to clean that up. He's set up for the goal kick for the Bulldogs. Gilmore and Walker all the way up at midfield. Whitley plays it ahead. CarShield first to touch. Western fights for possession. CarShield carries wide, but foul is called. No, dangerous play called on Western for the high kick, I believe. He had his hand up. He doesn't any longer. Okay, yeah. Dangerous play, so indirect. Driving ball sent in. Barrage is there for the save. Barrage punts it all the way to the middle. Walker settles. Gilmore's there to receive. Gilmore tries to play it wide. And CarShield steals. Schumacher tracking back. Still in possession for CarShield. Overstreet steps in and deflects. Gilmore across the frame. Ball played wide. Western in to defend. CarShield keeps it in, plays it across. Actually, flag goes up, and it did go out of bounds. So throwing for the Bulldogs on the far side. Cruz Boren subbing into the game at that defensive mid position as Overstreet takes a break. Western plays it down the line. Schumacher fights for possession, and Denton gets a foot in there to clear it away off of CarShield, throwing for the Bulldogs. Western down the line, goes through the first line. Gilmore's there. Gilmore on the run, if you can get through, deflected by CarShield. And out the end line, I think that's going to be a corner. Yeah, corner kick for the Bulldogs. And this heavy wind, anything can happen on these corners. Denton comes down to take it for the Bulldogs. Gilmore, Walker, and Teeter in the goal box. Schumacher at the top of the penalty box. Boren just outside the box. Brown's actually coming down too on the backside. Denton side spinning ball in, goes through the first line and all the way through. That was a good opportunity if someone could have got a touch on it. Take a look back at this corner by Denton. Beautiful ball in, about 3 yards from the goal. Keeper misses it, and just nobody there to connect. Goal kick played. Gilmore's first to touch. Fight for possession. Schumacher's there, looking to send it through. Gets to Walker, and CarShield, good job deflecting out of bounds. Throwing for the Bulldogs on the near side in the final third. Brown throws it into Gilmore. Gilmore gets doubled, stolen away by CarShield. Schumacher comes in to help as Gilmore gets it back to the middle. CarShield's there to play it into the middle of the field into a transition. Bulldogs chasing back. Brown defending on the ball. Bulldogs in good defensive position as Page is there in cover. Brown's able to deflect it away. Will stay CarShield ball on the throw-in. Throw into CarShield, they're able to turn, played it across the box. Western with his shoulder clears it out of the way. Gilmore comes in to fight for the possession. Back into CarShield, Gilmore working hard to get back. And out of bounds is the call on the sideline, will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Brown takes the throw into Gilmore. Gilmore gets the touch, but stolen away by CarShield. Brown fighting for position. CarShield's able to maintain it across the box. Western's there, plays it through with his left. Walker comes back to connect. Walker gets a touch. Cleared away by CarShield. Denton's there to receive it. Denton with space in front. He tries to play it through, and nobody there to connect. Goes all the way to the keeper. Punted back into the middle of the field. Goes through Schumacher. Bourne's there to play it back to Schumacher. Schumacher on the run. Schumacher trying to get a turn, being defended. Cuts it back. Double team comes in. Schumacher still on the ball. Again tries to cut it back. Bourne comes in to help. Bourne one touch. Deflected off CarShield and throw in for the Bulldogs. Wyatt Gilmore, the right wing, subbing out as Walker will switch over. And number 8, I'm drawing a blank on his name, sorry, is in the game for the Bulldogs. Ball cleared up to us. Doesn't quite make it. Be a throw in for the Bulldogs. Brown takes the throw down the line, again cleared away. And it'll be a throw in for the Bulldogs a little further ahead. More subs coming in for the Bulldogs. Streeter and Brake subbing in on the right and left back positions. Just over 15 minutes left to play. Bourne takes the throw into Walker. Cleared across the field. Breaks there. Plays the one touch into the middle. Teeter trying to get a touch. Bouncing ball through. Bourne steps in on the challenge. CarShield's able to get possession. Played it ahead. Good feet by Whitley. And back into possession for the Bulldogs. Schumacher on the run, too heavy on the touch. Deflects the ball, though, on the clear. Into Walker. Walker looking to get the edge. Plays it wide, cuts it back to Schumacher in the box. Schumacher makes a move back. And good feet by CarShield to steal that away. Streeter comes in on the challenge. Played back into the middle into some space for CarShield. Bourne in front. Played into the middle. Break steps up. Touch through to the far side. Back into the middle of the field. Bourne's there. He plays it high into the air. Break with his left. Fight for the ball at midfield. Teeter comes on the challenge. Teeter with some room in front as he carries. Plays it through to Walker on the run. Walker one-on-one. He cuts it back. Floating ball. Keeper gets a touch on it, and Denton on the backside gets it with his left but can't put it on frame. And it'll be a goal kick for CarShield. This ball just hung up in the air. And a good opportunity for the Bulldogs. Back to live action. Boren, good ball. Denton touches it back to Teeter. Teeter at the top. Looking for an edge. Plays it in to the middle. And cleared away by CarShield. Break gets a touch down the line out of bounds. And throw in for CarShield FC. Throw in headed down by Schumacher. Played back into the middle into some space. Bourne's there to defend. All the way across the near side. Walker chases it down. Won by CarShield. Down the line, deflected by Boren. Walker keeps it in. Walker gets the edge. He cuts it back, plays it across the box, and the keeper grabs it after it went out of bounds. Goal kick for CarShield. A couple of subs coming in the game for CarShield. Floating ball into the air. Walker gets a touch to Schumacher. Schumacher gets through, still on the ball, makes the cut, gets to the top of the box, and gets fouled. Hey, last foul. That's Schumacher. I guess they didn't think the last one was a foul, so he takes it back 15 yards. Denton taking the free kick from, let's say, 35 out. Driving ball in right to the keeper, and he's able to make the save. Side spinning ball into the middle of the field. Denton's there, tries to settle it down, gets through. CarShield into possession. Denton steps in. CarShield gets through as Streeter defends in front. CarShield gets through as Bourne comes up to defend. Denton steps in and gets the steal and gets fouled. Free kick for the Bulldogs. Whitley plays it up to Walker, sneaks through. That will probably go all the way out of bounds. And it's throw in for CarShield down in the corner. 11 minutes left to play here in the second half. Game still tied at 1. CarShield scored first on a corner kick, header in. And CJ answered on a penalty kick by Lucas Denton. Bourne sends it back into play. Teeter in the middle of the field fighting for possession. Loose ball. CarShield plays it off the ref. And it'll be a drop ball right there for CarShield. CarShield clears it all the way up the field. Page lets it go out of bounds. I'm not sure why you'd rather have a throw in there than a ball at your feet, but that was the choice, and out of bounds after the throw in to CarShield. Walker gets a touch, goes back to the middle, CarShield in possession. Teeter steps in, ball sent all the way in. Baroge is there to make the save. Good punt all the way up ahead. Teeter one touches it. Denton tries to keep it in on the far side, out of bounds, throw in for CarShield. Ball played into the corner. Too heavy on the 1-2 for CarShield, out of bounds. And thrown for the Bulldogs. So up top for the Bulldogs, Chance Blevins. I could not come up with his name for some reason, but number 8 up top for the Bulldogs. He's actually switching now with Walker. Blevins going to the right wing. Walker coming into the center forward position. Throw in by Brake. And CarShield cleared it up, but handball called. Brake steps in, plays it through. CarShield back into possession. Walker fighting. Played wide. Streeter steps in, gets a touch down the line. Blevins chases back, and CarShield taps it out of bounds. Be a throw in for the Bulldogs. Streeter coming down to take the throw. 7 minutes left to play. Into Blevins on the sideline. Streeter again into Blevins. And out of bounds. Throw in for CarShield. Throw in ruled off of the Bulldogs. Actually, free kick. Foul called on the Bulldogs. Bouncing ball in. Into the middle. Schumacher's there. Clips it back to Blevins. Blevins pushes it forward, tries to keep it in, but gets knocked out of bounds, thrown for CarShield FC. Thrown into the middle. Walker gets a touch, tries to play it through to Schumacher, deflected away. Bourne in there, into the middle for Denton with some space. Denton plays the one touch to Blevins, too heavy. Blevins chases, but it's out of bounds on the end line, and that will be a goal kick for CarShield FC. Gilmore and Brown subbing in the game for Schumacher and Blevins. Gilmore playing the right wing, Brown playing an attacking mid position. Goal kick. Hangs up in the wind. Ball into Walker, played over to Gilmore into the box, but too heavy on the top spin and rolls all the way out the end line. Corner kick is ruled as CarShield must have got the last touch on it. It's another opportunity for, I'm sorry, it's a throw in. I can't see over there in the corner. And now a corner kick is ruled. Lucas Denton over to take the corner. Walker on the backside, Gilmore at the 6-yard box. Brown up top. Teeter all the way down to be in front of the goalie. Ball sent in. Bourne gets a touch on it, but can't get it on frame, and goal kick the result. Side spinning ball in. Walker tries to get a touch on it. Brown's there. Brown on the attack, plays it through to Gilmore off the mark and goes all the way out the end line. Keeper taking the goal kick, side spinning ball low. Gilmore gets the first touch on the right side into Walker in the middle. Stolen away by CarShield. Bourne steps in, plays it on the ground to Denton off the target. Denton will chase to the corner on the far side. Denton fighting for position, being defended one-on-one. Carries it back. Slide tackle comes in and clears the ball. Out of bounds. No ruling yet. And Bulldogs get the throw. CarShield clears away. Will be a throw in again for Bulldogs. Break takes it, gets it to Walker at the top of the box. Walker first touch. And again cleared away. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. Game still tied at 1. CarShield's able to clear. Page steps up. CarShield through the first line. Whitley there in cover is able to clear down the right side. Gilmore chases over. High bouncing ball goes over his head and out of bounds to CarShield. Free kick for CarShield, handball ruled. Sent up ahead, Whitley's there, gets a touch into possession for CarShield as Streeter steps in and is able to clear. CarShield back into possession on the near side, running down the line. Looking to get the corner as Gilmore chases back. Gilmore, good challenge, ball stays in. Gilmore wins possession. Played across the middle. Bourne one touch wide to Brown. Brown has some room. Plays it back into the middle into space. Teeter's there. Teeter one touch down the line onto the run for Walker. Walker's on. He cuts it back at the top. Looking at an option. Plays it across to Gilmore. Gilmore settles. CarShield steps in. Walker back to the ball. Walker makes a move. Looking at an option. Sets up the shot. Deflected by CarShield. Teeter there for the follow. Teeter one touch and can't put it on frame. Goal kick for CarShield. Less than a minute to play. Denton wins the ball into Walker in the run. Good step in by CarShield. Teeter deflects on the clear. Teeter from the top. Keeper clears. Brown's there. Brown cutting it wide. Being challenged from behind. Brown still on the ball, looking to make a turn. Plays it through. CarShield's there to clear. Here on the near side, Streeter comes over and lets it go out of bounds for the throw-in for the Bulldogs. 10 seconds left to play. Streeter in to Brown, again deflected away. CarShield clears. Page sends it high into the air. And fight for possession. That will do it. Final score 1-1. Good evenly matched game. Bulldogs converted their goal on a penalty kick. CarShield had a chance to take the lead, but the Bulldogs were able to make the save. Thanks for tuning in. That's all we have from here.